So lately I've been seeing so many YouTubers make videos testing out a 5 a.m. morning routine. They've all had varying results and degrees of success, and they seem to be pretty popular since everyone loves the concept of being productive and getting stuff done in the mornings. So since I've been waking up pretty early every morning in 2020 and in 2021, I decided to share some of my tips I've learned over the years for being productive almost immediately after waking up. By the way, this is my first video with a voiceover, and this is my voice reveal, which you would know if you're following me on Instagram, but just let me know if you like this style of video or if you like my old style with no talking better. Leave any feedback you have in the comments, and please be nice. I'm sort of nervous about how y'all will react to hearing my voice. Anyways, let's get on with the video. Firstly, if you're not convinced that you should wake up early, here are a couple of reasons. One is that there are less distractions. Normally, when you wake up early, there are no other family members up, unless your parents or siblings also wake up early, but this normally isn't the case, at least for me. Also, I feel more productive in the mornings for some reason, and then my productivity just declines. Also, if you have to start school or work or anything at a certain time in the morning, you'll have more time to prepare for it by waking up early. Sometimes when I wake up late, I don't even have time for breakfast, so waking up early makes me feel so much better. So before we get on with the video, we have a package to open. You know, those are my favorite types of things to do ever, opening packages. Anyways, this package is from Jewelry Panda. I'll have a link in the description as well as a code. So they sent me over this nice set, and it's literally gorgeous. Like, I love it. It's called the Double Layered Bohemian Crystal and Pearl Choker Necklace, and it's on their website along with a bunch of other different jewelry, necklaces, pendants, earrings, bracelets. They have everything. Anyways, you can use my code honeypot20 for 20% off. Now let's get to the actual tips. The first thing I have for you is to set multiple alarms. This is sort of obvious, but I think it's the main thing that gets me up out of bed every morning. I set them around 10 minutes apart because that's how long it takes me to just forget about waking up early and go back to sleep, which I've done a couple of times even with the extra alarms. The second tip I have is to make a to-do list or schedule of your day the night before. I love doing this, and that's probably why I'm the ISTJ personality type. I don't know if you guys took that personality type test because I recently discovered it and I'm kind of obsessed with it. Anyways, have a reason why you're waking up in the morning is super important to get you motivated to get out of bed. I plan out my day hour by hour, and this really helps. Try putting a low stress but still productive thing you have to get done in the mornings. For me, at least, having a low stress activity is really helpful to start my day out and make the rest of my day good and productive. The third thing is to have a glass of water to drink immediately by your bedside. This has so many benefits, one of them being it can wake you up really quickly. I don't do this even though I probably should because I'm extremely dehydrated and bad at drinking water for some reason, because cold water only tastes good to me. I don't know what it is, but cold water just tastes so much crisper and better in general. It's not that I can't drink regular room temperature water, I just tend to not drink it because it tastes not as good to me. I know I'm weird. The next tip I have for you guys is to place your phone or alarm at least 5 steps away from your bed. That way you actually have to get up and go shut off the alarm by walking so that you can actually make sure you're awake instead of being in that half awake, half asleep state. This is super important if you want to wake up early and actually get things done. Going back to the subject of motivation and staying motivated in the mornings, listening to a motivating podcast is super helpful for me for starting out my day on the right foot. I also just need a voice in my head telling me not to go back to sleep, or else I will be very tempted to just jump back in bed. Some of the podcasts I recommend are these. This is the first one. This is the second one. I've actually listened to this one before. It's called Planet Money, and I think it's really beneficial just to learn about things in the world. Next is TED Talks Daily, which everyone knows about. And then there's the Mindset Mentor. They just interview a lot of different people who are really inspirational. Then there's How I Built This with Guy Raz. I love this. I highly recommend, especially if you're starting your own business. Then there's Freakonomics, which is actually really interesting. I also like to listen to Mad Money with Jim Cramer, which talks about the stock market. So all of these are just really good if you want to learn more. And there's a lot of different recommendations that you can get started with on Spotify too. I used to go on social media and check my YouTube and Instagram account to see how many likes and followers or messages I got, and I do not recommend doing this at all because a lot of the times I would get sidetracked so easily and an hour would pass and my entire morning would basically be wasted scrolling through TikTok. In the mornings, it's super easy for me to go down the endless rabbit hole of watching college admissions videos and fashion TikToks, and I think that's the case for most people. If you find it really hard to not go on your phone, try replacing scrolling through social media with something more productive like checking the news or checking your email. Finally, and probably the most important thing, is to get enough sleep. I know how hard it is from personal experience to get up early when the night before you were just binge watching Grey's Anatomy until 1 a.m., so make sure that you go to bed at the right time so you can get up early. Right now, I'm going to sleep around 11 p.m. so that I can wake up at 7 a.m., and that's 8 hours of sleep, which I think is pretty good. And those are all the tips I have for you. I hope this helped you guys. Let me know if you tried any of these and which was the most helpful. Also, if you have any of your own tips, please share them because I'm definitely not perfect and sometimes I just don't feel like waking up early in the morning, despite really needing to because I am such a huge procrastinator. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.